Get cozy, everybody, because they will be playing a game called Gentian? Gentian? Observation Diary? I don't know how it's pronounced. Cool. It says right here bg.jpg. We're missing a background, fellas. Let's see. Preferences. Text speed is A-OK. Let's start. Oh, God. The text is so small. Warning, this game contains themes such as domestic abuse, child abuse, ritualistic abuse, child sex abuse, incest, murder, bullying, mention to teen pregnancy, as well as many others that may be triggering. Please proceed with caution. You heard them, fellas. If you don't like this kind of thing, then go away now. The nature of my birth itself had been in no way different from the average human, and my nature as a child was no different than any other child, I'd presume. But alas, I was never treated as human. Due to my father's high status within a closed-off religion, I had been seen by his followers as the daughter of the Lord. And so this title became the foundation for the pedestal I have stood on since about the age I was able to walk. The followers gave me their many complaints. I'd give them advice, whilst directed by my father, of course. Then I would bless them with a prayer and a kiss on the forehead. This cycle continued about monthly, and until the day came, my life would be dedicated to awaiting the day it did. Sitting in an almost statuesque position, repeating my father's every word, and then beat me if I did so much as shiver. Dunked in holy water to ensure I was still a pure of heart maiden. Isolated from everyone until the day of reckoning, yet still being forced to memorize their names and faces, and beaten if I didn't. Every single day was another slip-up and another beating. Many times I wondered why father had never been beaten for his slip-ups. Why was it that I was the only one? Maybe this was a sign of my innocence or devotion fading. I was certain there was a time I believed and followed father's every beck and call. Now I had a strange premonition that father himself did not believe in the rules of our religion. Yeah, that's what they always say, right? Power corrupts, etc. One day, I believe, around the start of the middle day of my middle school years, my father was arrested for murder. Apparently, many people in the church died for disobeying its beliefs, and these people's bodies were found in the 5X River. I was so terrified by this fact that even after the police found me, I was still shivering at the fact that I could have been next. If I simply spoke up about my feelings, I could have been next. I was eventually placed into a foster care system and raised by a few families. None were as cruel as father, however they were negligent and at best they babied me. My recent family was on the more lenient side, so I'm grateful for that at least. Life has been mundane for the most part, which is something you could only ask for. Yeah, it's everything you could ask for. Tasteless, colorless, devoid of emotion itself. I simply walked around the world aimlessly, as if an animated corpse. It was that girl who brought me back to life. It was a normal day when we first started interacting. The girl was being beaten by a group of classmates who had made hating her their whole personalities. It's just, man, this visual novel loves beating people up, huh? Like, really? No students or teachers? No, what do you call them? Teachers' pets seeing this and be like, teacher, someone's getting beaten up. No, nobody? Alright. I usually heeded no mind to this, but a girl had called out to me in a weakened tone of voice. Help me. Hearing her desperate cries, what drew me towards her, and what drew me towards helping her. Hey, the teacher's coming. Ah, fuck, guys, we gotta go. The group runs off into the distance. I stared down at the girl. She has absurdly pale skin, almost ghastly pale, alongside blue-black eyes and phantom white hair tied into two pigtails. The girl could very well be confused for an angel with an appearance like this. I bent down slightly and reached down my hand to her. She shakily grabbed it. Say, what's your name? What's it to you? I mean, you did say help me, so I gotta at least know your name. I have to know who to thank in my thank you letter. Natsume Nozomi. What about you? Fuyukawa Kochi. Do you want to be friends? I was without question appalled by her eagerness to befriend me after only having just learning my name. I myself had been extensively cautious and wary of the people around me. I had this strange fear, bordering a phobia due to just how intense this fear really was, of the people around me. Humanity itself felt like this was all-consuming parasite, ready to suck you dry of your natural resources to benefit them and general society. And once you were useless, they'd toss you aside, chuck you in a river, and let your emptied body drift off to sea. Of course, there was no telling if this girl had been different. In fact, just her begging for some sort of connection could imply she thought the same exact way. But when I think back to the helpless look on her face while she was down, it's kind of funny that we had this inner monologue and she's just waiting for us to respond like, what the hell? Why aren't you talking? Are you gonna say anything? I started to feel a sense of sincerity from her words. Perhaps I'm a fool, perhaps I'm easier to trick than expected, but for some reason I felt a strange kinship with the girl. Oi, Nozomin. Me and the girl have been talking for about a month now, and despite this fact, I already have a nickname. From what I've learned about her so far, it seems that our views on humanity directly contrast each other. What I view humans as a species that just cannot be trusted, she mindlessly trusts them to a near suicidal degree. Not once have I ever met such a trusting human being. It almost drives me mad just how trusting she is. Just how could someone be so idiotic? The thought of someone like her made my blood boil. Wanna eat lunch together? Whatever. Just don't go screaming out about how you want to. I don't want any unnecessary attention after all. And you seem to carry that wherever you go. Oh, okay. On the rooftop, she takes out her neatly wrapped bento and goes on a menial rant about her father. Yay, Papa made my favorite. I love omurice. Isn't that a bit childish? Huh? Maybe, but Papa says the cat's out, because I didn't get to do that with the whole childhood thingy. Childhood thingy? What the hell is that supposed to mean? It means I get to be a kid for a little longer because I couldn't do it when I was a kid. I did a whole lot of adult things as a kid. I was even supposed to have a baby. What the hell? The girl continues to stuff her face while casually telling me of her unchildlike childhood. It was like crazy, I guess. Apparently, sex is an adult-only thing, and so is having babies. What the fuck? So I get omurice every day to make up for it. That's not how you fucking cope. Oh, okay, that's how you cope with it, I guess, but hold, why? What's so exciting about omurice if you get it every day? Because I like it? Okay. As you can see, the girl had a strange habit of oversharing. Not only that, what the fuck, where's the police? This would end up further proving the point that she is disgustingly trusting as well as giving me some sort of upper hand in the relationship, just in case she broke whatever semblance of trust I had for her. Holy shit. Say, what's with the doll? Oh, it's my baby. Huh? I bought it behind Papa's back using my allowance money. I've always wanted a baby, because my old Papa really wanted a baby with me, and I really wanted a baby with him too. What is wrong with you? But he got arrested before we could actually make one. Now, thank God. He led me to my new Papa, who I do love, but I miss my old Papa a lot. I still want to have his baby. What the fuck is wrong? No, that's your father. He told me I was born to make babies, and now that I can't make a baby, I can't fulfill my purpose. It makes me really sad, actually. So I thought a fake baby would make me happier. It'll be just like having a real baby. Oh, the baby's hungry. I'll go get her some milk. She takes out a plastic baby bottle from her bag and she feeds it to the doll. Holy shit, what happened to you? The next day, a bunch of bullies bash it into the floor and break it. I watched the whole thing, yet I didn't say anything till they left. She cried in my arms about it. My baby. They killed my baby. My sweet little baby. They killed her. Why? She got snot all over my uniform. Gross. That person will have to clean my clothes again. I can't stand germs all over me. The real question is if he would even be bothered to clean it. Clean it yourself. Oh well, I'll just do it myself in that case, I suppose. See? Nice. Cheer up, it wasn't a real baby anyways. It was the closest thing I could get to having a real baby. What is wrong with you? After that, the girl had depressions akin to a mother who had actually lost her child. She cried to me constantly about how she felt as though a failure of a mother, of a human being. She was mothering a doll, though, so I couldn't understand exactly why she reacted the way she did, but I was also not ignorant enough to recognize some deeper meaning behind her love for the doll. I simply listened to her struggles and woes pertaining to the death of her imaginary baby. I was used to doing such after all. I remember faintly this mother told me her daughter was dying of an illness. My father's, and to an extent my own, advice was to continue to pray to God for the betterment of her health. Without father's voice backing me up, I had no advice whatsoever for the girl. Despite this, she seemed ecstatic. I would do so much as to just listen to her. Thank you for always being there, Nozomin. Now, what's with this all of a sudden? School's kinda hard and I can't forget my old papa either, and I don't like worrying my new papa, so it's nice talking to someone who wouldn't get too worried by me. Not to say that you don't care, I'm sure you do. It's just, I just like that you don't get crazy worried over me. I see. How selfish. I couldn't help but think that upon hearing her gratitude. Gradually, I started noticing how much her father cared about her. At the nurse's office, I could faintly hear him over the phone asking about her health and asking if anyone's picking on her. At lunch, I started noticing just how meticulously made her lunches were. When she went home, her father would pick her up and frantically check up on her. And then she'd brush him off, smile and wave goodbye, as if rubbing it in my face that I had nobody who cared about me the way her father did. Because when I went home, this fact was rubbed in my face. I'd go home to a pile of garbage and the drunken man passed out on the couch, then I'd go upstairs and do my homework. If I tried to ask him for help or for dinner, he'd simply brush me off or flat out ignore me. But that girl had a father who practically worshipped her, and she had the audacity to complain about it to me. That girl was a sick woman. So you envy her, right? A sickly, twisted, and ignoble? Is that a word? Ignoble woman? Whatever. And each day would repeat much the same. And I'm sure she knew what she was doing too. Despite me never telling her of my home situation, I could tell from the look in her eyes when we parted ways after school that she knew what she was doing. I decided to bring the matters up during lunchtime. You know, you're a very selfish person. Eh? You have a very loving father. He must value your life more than anyone else's, more than even his own. Yet all you do is complain about him caring about you. Oh, I didn't mean to sound like that. I just don't like worrying him, you know? I don't want to see him cry. I'm sure he cried more, knowing how much his daughter hated him. I don't hate him. Then why act like you do? Do I act like I hate him? Of course you do. But I don't. I love him a lot. I really, 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 really like him. I don't know. There's something wrong with me. I can't love normally anymore. All I can think of when he says he loves me is how my real papa said the same and how different it all felt. I'm sorry. Does that really mean I hate him? Because then I'm sorry for hating you, Papa. I'm so sorry. I slapped her across the face. Wah. I slapped her again. Wah. Shut up. I'm sorry. I punched her. And I kept punching her until I managed to paint the pure white canvas known as her skin with a gnarly bruise. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Papa, please. Please stop. It hurts. I'm not your dad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, man. The next day on lunch, she didn't say anything about her father. She did, however, start crying while eating her lunch. I simply sat and watched her as she did. Say, Nozomin. Do you hate me? I wouldn't say I do. You're the most tolerable person to be around I've met as of recently. Was there anyone in the past that was tolerable? Nah, so maybe it's just you. Oh, that's good. Can Nozomi give Koji a nickname too? Fuyukawa-san is kind of boring by now, isn't it? I call you Nozomi, so you can call me something too. I'll just stick with your given name for now. I'm not exactly good at making up cute nicknames like you are, Kochi. Hehe. She had a bandage over the bruise I gave her. I wonder if she lied to her father about that one too. What do you want to do when you grow up? I don't know. Get a high-paying job, most likely. Wow, that sounds awesome. I want to save the world. How childish. Fits you perfectly. She and I have been having more and more fights as of recently. You have to get angry at her for the way she treats her father and end up beating her. She has an eye patch over her eye today because I gave her a black eye. I'm a very cruel person. Holy shit. The next day she relayed to me another sob story pertaining to her father. I can't look at him in the eyes anymore. I think I really do hate him. You're right, Nozomi. I'm a terrible kid who can only ever love her real papa. Who can only ever love God. The hell do you mean by God? Your father wasn't God. He was just an ordinary man. He told me he was God. It's just God gave Mary Jesus, he gave me a baby too. That's why I'm still crying over her. My baby. Even though she never existed, even though she never should have, even though everyone makes the fact clear as day, I'm still crying about her. Brainwashed as all hell, man. And even though I have a nice papa who won't make me do icky things anymore, I still want to do them. Yeah, and even though nobody's telling me I can't tell these things to anyone, I still never do. Kochi's a horrible person. Because Kochi can only love her never-born baby and her stinky daddy. It's not fair to everyone else in the world who likes her. That is when it sunk into me like a knife that I was a truly cruel person. I held my arms out and wrapped around her. At last, during one of these never-ending rants of hers, I spoke my first words. It's okay. You're not evil. You really think so? Yeah, it's not your fault he tainted you after all. I guess. After that, I grew a strange obsession with the girl. The both of us had been tainted by our fathers in the same way. The both of us had been tainted by religion in the same way. The both of us were tainted in general. After that, I became more and more involved in caring for the girl. For example, due to how often she'd get beat by the students, I learned how to treat bruises and such. And whenever she spoke to me of her woes, I'd listen carefully and respond with just as much care. The girl started to rely on this ever-so-gracious kindness of mine, and had grown attached for me. Nozomi, I like you. I like you lots. When I grow up, I want to marry Nozomi. She gripped my arm tightly. The wrists connected to the hands holding onto my own were bandaged by none other than me. Nozomi, I yelled at my new papa last night. He tried telling me to open up to him, and that he was worried, and I just snapped. I don't know why. I really don't. I feel awful. He's a nice papa, a really nice papa. But it feels like recently I've started to hate him more and more in favor of my old papa. Perhaps you should apologize. It's not nice for you to take such a nice man for granted. I don't think I could look him in the eyes ever again. I'm a terrible person who just keeps making his life worse. His? Alright, the father. I think I should kill myself? That's even more selfish, isn't it? Just talk things out and he'll be happy. That's all he really wants. What he wouldn't want is a dead daughter, and we're lucky that he doesn't. Many parents couldn't care less if you lived or died. I know my father wouldn't. So do him a favor and talk to him. Okay. The next day, the girl had an uncharacteristically wide smile. You were right, Nozomi. I really should have just told him how I felt. He said everything would be okay and apologized for not noticing sooner, and we had a real good cry about it. It was super nice. In fact, he even told me that from now on he'd make sure I'd know I was the bestest daughter ever. Thank you, Nozomi. I'm really glad you told me to talk things out with him. You're welcome. From that point onwards, the girl always wore a smile on her face. Instead of her woes, she told me her lovely stories about the nice things her father had done for her. She told me of the wonderful places they have gone. She told me of a place so far away from my plane of existence that it almost felt as though celestial. She was an angel running far off, far away, far ahead and out of my sight. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it at all. I just couldn't stand it. Nozomi, I'm sorry. Please stop. Do you even know what you should apologize for? Whatever it is, I'm sorry. Then, if that's the case, it's not an apology from the heart. It's just some shitty buzzword you're using to make this end. I know, but what else can I say? I really don't know why you're always so mad at me. You always yell at me, then hit me, then wrap my wounds as if you're not the one who gave them to me. And then I have to sit down and pretend like I don't care. It feels like I'm getting choked to death around you. I hate it. I slap. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Just because you're daddy's favorite daughter, you all of a sudden became an arrogant asshole who can't do anything but run her mouth about how much better she is than me. It's me who should hate you, not the other way around. Slap. Sorry isn't going to cut it. Well, what am I supposed to do then? Slap. Stop talking back. Just sit there and listen to me for once. Why does everyone ask for more out of me? Me, but they all get to turn their backs when I ask for something as simple as silence. It's not fair at all. After that, the girl kept her mouth completely shut. The next day, she came back with a bandage on her face, a bandage from someone that wasn't me to heal a wound caused by me. Zombie, I don't think we should be friends anymore. What are you saying? I'm saying we shouldn't be friends anymore. Didn't you say you couldn't do anything without me? I'll try to learn. Didn't you say you wanted to get married to me, though? I don't want to anymore. Didn't you say you wanted a baby? Because I know a family member willing to give up theirs. They can't care for the poor thing after all. You really gonna give me a baby? Of course, I'd love to. In fact, after school, we could go meet that relative and get the baby for you. Though if you don't still want to be friends, then I could tell her to find someone else to. Wait, I still want to be friends. I still want to be by your side. I lied about everything I said. I really want to be your friend forever. Please, I'll do anything for my baby. Great, then after school, I'll take you there. Okay, so I'm guessing this part is, let's see. Nozomi is gonna take Kochi to the father, Nozomi's father, and yikes. After school, she and I headed off into the forest. What forest? Okay, so I was wrong. Say, Nozomi, what is it, Kochi? Does your relative really live out here? She's a bit eccentric, so she wanted a cabin in the woods. Oh, okay, cabin in the woods. A cabin in the woods would be bad for her baby, though, because it won't grow up and have friends. It'll just be alone forever. Then it's a good thing you took up her offer. Yeah. I bent down, raised the blade I'd always carried with me in my bag, in case of self-defense, and stab her again. Oh, fuck. Ugh. And again. Ugh. And again. Yeah. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, until she stops screaming, stops moving, stops squirming and wriggling around like a filthy, nasty bug, stops breathing. I lift her body up and carry her to the nearest river. All the while I sing a song I love, and I sang that song for however many hours it took to reach that river. I don't know when the violent urge to kill the girl had swelled up inside of me, when I decided for certain I would kill her. I would kill her, and ensure in her last moments I'd have held her in my arms and guided her to the afterlife. I truly couldn't give you an answer, for I had none myself. And I truly couldn't answer what would have made me so angry to kill the girl, especially in such a crude and violent manner. You probably killed her because of envy, because of unbelievable amounts of envy. And yet she's like taking it for granted or something. Perhaps it was love, perhaps it was hatred. But for now, I embraced her. Finally, I embraced her. That's not good. Because if you embrace a body that has stab wounds, fresh blood and all, wouldn't that stain your clothes? And you'll be going home all bloodied and all that. And as we walked towards the river together, I sung a song of love. Oh. Okay, that was... Okay, so, this is Gentian Observation Diary. If you want to try to get for yourselves, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves. That was pretty... I don't know, man. I feel like these kinds of topics, these taboo kinds of topics, should be handled with care. And this is like, I don't know. It wasn't... I'm not saying it didn't handle it with care. I'm saying it wasn't... It didn't do much. It didn't really handle it all that well, because what the hell is up with Kochi and their father wanting to have a baby, even though they're like what both are corrupted by religion, etc., etc. And then yeah, I like Nozomi's character because it's like yeah, it makes sense. Her envy was all getting swelling up and all that, which makes sense. Because Kochi has like the life that Nozomi does not have, and which rather prefer, but you know, envy's a hell of a drug. But yeah, I think it was underwritten, especially the taboo parts. I feel like it was really underwritten, and it was just shocking for the sake of shocking, if that makes sense. I'm gonna use these taboo words so that you will be like, oh, you feel disgusted all over, and it's like, okay. So you say the shocking word, big deal. It's like you never really did anything, you know, to explore or help the reader understand more of their plight of what happened to them, why they are in this way, especially Kochi and her father, you know, wanting to have a baby. It's like, huh? Why? Why? For what purpose? Yeah, I know that the purpose is Kochi believes in Mary giving birth to Jesus because she thinks her father's God or whatever, but how did the new father help Kochi understand that it's fine, we don't get any clarity over that? It was just told to us directly, like, yeah, that's the resolution. That was fast. So yeah,